Ahoy everyone, this is Patcheeee, and today I'm playing some free-for-all on Estate using the TAR-21 silenced. And I decided to give free-for-all a shot because people don't like it when I don't capture flags in domination, so I thought, well, I might as well try out free-for-all, because that's what most people wanted to see. So, I'm not a massive free-for-all player. I've picked up a couple of strategies watching other people's commentaries, and also just sort of learning like how other people play. So right at the start there was someone shooting, so I decided to plant a little claymore there, and that's going to be my first sort of tip to anyone who doesn't do well in free-for-all or would like to be good at free-for-all. You should definitely put on scavenger and the claymore as your equipment, because let's be honest, the grenades in Modern Warfare 2 suck. They're just horrible. So claymores are definitely a thing you should put on, because you can pick up as many as you want. Well, for every scavenger package you pick up, you get a claymore, is what I meant there. So you can always pick up a claymore and put it on every doorway that you have to cover. So you see me just running around the whole time looking for possible entries for other enemies. And I mute everyone here because there was someone singing, and that just frustrates me. So yeah, and the other thing I was going to say is, if you patrol the same area, I know that's probably seen as camping, but it's the only way you're going to win a free-for-all, unless you're like a beast. But I prefer to do this with low kill streaks that are effective, such as the Predator Missile, Harrier Strike, and Pavlo, but also sort of just patrol the area, because there's always going to be enemies running to the same hotspot of the map if you want. And I don't know how that guy knew I was there, but he did. So on this map, Estate, it's going to be the big house at the top that everyone's going to be running to. And when you do run into it, don't run in an obvious way. Don't run in through the front door, guns blazing, and because that way you're just going to end up with a hot face of bullets or something along those lines. So I prefer to go around the back. That's what she said. But this is just because you can take out enemies from below, and I don't know how that guy got me. I was round the corner there, but whatever. So yeah, I just go in like a sort of less obvious way, I suppose. But yeah, and then you cover the entries where people are going in, the stupid entries. So I get really lucky here and manage to take that guy out, so it's all good. And what's the other thing I was going to speak about? Yeah, the gun I'm using, the TAR-21 silenced. It is pretty essential to use a silencer in free-for-all, unless you're wanting to draw enemies to you and you're good at 1v1 situations. But I wouldn't really recommend it, because when the enemies see a red dot come up on the map, everyone's going to rush that point. It's the same. That's the reason why the house is such a hot spot, because that's usually where people are getting killed from, and they want to run back for a little bit of a revenge kill. But I never really go for revenge kills. I just go for kills. And what was I saying? I got sidetracked there. Yeah, the silencer. So I'd say it's pretty important to use a silencer. That's very important. And this is just because most of the guns, the assault rifles, are still as powerful with silencer as they are without. I know that's not true, but what the hell. So using a gun like the M4 carbine, the M16 if you're a GB twihard, and if you are a sort of less skilled player, I suppose, you could always use the ACR. I'm not gonna like hate on that gun, but it is a fairly easy gun to use with the silencer. So if you're not that great a player, go and put on ACR, claymores, and just camp at the doorways, I suppose. So I was picking up kills with my claymores there, and that's just showing how effective they are. Whoa, what was the other thing I was going to speak about? Oh yeah, I don't know about anyone else, but I find Predator missiles quite hard to get. I don't know if it's because I'm using a high sensitivity or because I just really suck, but I always seem to miss Predator missiles. Not so much in this game, but whenever I'm playing a game and I'm thinking, oh, this could be a commentary game here, I've got a good game here that I can commentate on, I get a Predator missile, and then I think about all the comments from the people saying, you suck with Predator missiles, and I always end up missing. I don't know why that is, but ever since that commentary on domination on sub-base, I've just started failing so bad with the Predator missiles. So I get really lucky with this guy. This guy keeps on trying to revenge kill me, and that's something I really wouldn't recommend, because I'm going to expect you. I've got a headset, I've got claymores, I know the only two ways that you can come in that way, so rushing me with your tactical knife isn't going to do SH1T. So that guy just like runs into my face, but I break the bank, supposedly. So once again, it's all good. And yeah. So using low kill streaks, well not low, but effective and low kill streaks are pretty much essential in free-for-all, because you're not always going to get a massive run of kill sprees, I suppose, unless again you're a beast player. But I'm a pretty average player. People seem to think that I whore out my KD, but my KD is only about 1.60, so it's nothing to be impressed by. I'm not impressed by it, but I don't really try and get a good KD. I try and enjoy the game, and I enjoy the game by getting kills. So another thing that's good about calling in the air support is the people trying to take it down, and that just makes up for an easy kill, because usually your helicopter will flare, and the person who shot an RPG their RPG will go off course because of the flares shot from the helicopter. So you always know where they're going to be. Yes, what else? So, just to sort of sum up, use claymores, use a silenced gun such as the ACR, TAR-21, M4, UMP-45, and patrol the same area. So you can see on this map it's the house that's the area, but there's plenty of other maps that have the one spot that everyone's going to keep running back, and if that's because they want to be in this place because it's nice and cozy, or because there's someone in there that they just want to smack in the eye with a shovel, I don't know, but there's always a hot spot on the map that everyone wants to be, and you can see people are just running into me. That's why I'm getting all these kills. And yeah, that's basically a basic free-for-all for you. 30-4 is the final score. I think I said 30-5 at the start, but yeah, that's been my free-for-all. I hope you enjoyed. This has been Patcheeee. My link will be in the description to my channel. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Okay, thanks. Bye!
Be sure to follow us on Twitter. There you'll find the latest updates from our premier directors and the Machinima Respawn team.